Alright, this is Cade here at Six Flags Over Texas. Today we'll be showing off all the roller coasters that Six Flags Over Texas has to offer, so let's get going. This is Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, the Premier Rides launch roller coaster at the park. This ride will take you from 0 to 70 miles an hour in just a few short seconds and is a great, very thrilling ride. Over the years, this has gotten distinctly rougher, but that's of no importance. This ride is still a great kick-butt ride at Six Flags Over Texas. Previously, the just regular Mr. Freeze, but in 2012, they reversed the trains around, so now you launch backwards and you're looking straight down that vertical drop. This is Batman the Ride, the B&M inverted roller coaster here in Gotham City. Not too much to say about this one. Typical B&M inverted clone. There's like a dozen of these out there, but it's an alright ride. Not too tall, pretty intense, has gotten rougher over the years, similarly to Mr. Freeze, but it's a pretty good ride. New ride for this year. It's just a basic 4D free fly roller coaster from S&S. I did notice that this one seems to flip you less than the one at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, but I don't know, maybe that was just that ride. This one's still a lot of fun. There was a lot of controversy over this when it first got announced. Was it a good idea? And everyone expected it to come. It's an alright fit. I think overall it's doing well here. It's a nice addition to the park.
Something that you'll see here in a second. The day that this was filmed, it was so hot outside that people were taking shelter from the sun inside the shade structure from the Joker's queue. That was pretty funny to see.
This is the kids coaster, Wile E. Coyote's Grand Canyon Blaster or something like that. Just a normal kids coaster. It is pretty fun though. You get the 2 laps. This one's a by chance. This is a fun kid coaster. It works very well in the kids area at Bugs Bunny Boomtown over here. This is Judge Roy's Scream, the wooden roller coaster at the park. This ride has been open for nearly 40 years and is still standing strong, and it's a great ride. That being said, while it is still standing, you don't get too much airtime. You probably get half as much airtime as you probably should, and it does beat you up a little, but it's a great ride and it's probably here to stay for quite a while longer. A lot of people on the internet from different parks are saying that they think this ride should be tore down, something else in its place, and that doesn't really seem like something Six Flags would do. Six Flags really likes this roller coaster. Alright, down here at Judge Roy Scream from outside the park across the lake. We are now over here in the Mexico and Spain section, checking out this section's only roller coaster, the Lava Bora. It's a bobsled roller coaster from Intamin, and it's a great family coaster. It's great for families, but as you get older, it tends to get worse, because the taller you get, then you start to, your ankles, every time you hit those brakes, they'll ram into the metal in the cars. But nevertheless, it's a great family ride. over here by the Runaway Mine Train and the Mini Mine Train. It's not easy to get a view of either of these roller coasters because they are both very hidden in the back, but these are the first roller coasters in the park. Runaway Mine Train is an aero mine train, which is the first mine train ever, and you can see that on the Ace Roller Coaster landmark plaque it has right outside. And then right next door is just a smaller version of this one for kids and their parents, while this one is for the whole family. Both of these rides are pretty fun. They are definitely showing their age, however. Both of them are getting pretty rough. And one cool thing about this one is it still has very old air gates, and the restraints are also very old. It's very classic of a ride, and it's pretty cool. Both these rides, they're pretty good here at Six Flags Over Texas. They're great for families, and there's a lot of appeal there. This is Pandemonium, one of the park's family coasters. This is a pretty fun spinning roller coaster from Gerstlauer. And this is a very good fit at the park. It's very nicely placed right here on the Boomtown Midway. And one bad part about this is that the operations are not superb. But this is a really fun ride. It's great to get views from different places in the park. And it's overall a great fit here at Six Flags. Now here at the indoor roller coaster here at Six Flags, the Runaway Mountain. Gonna be hard to get footage of this because it is entirely inside, but this is basically just one of those windstorm models, except this one's by Premier and the restraints are nothing short of garbage. But this is a really fun ride. It's a great family ride. The awesome theming out here in the queue. This is the Shockwave, the Schwarzkopf looper at Six Flags. This ride has 2 vertical loops back to back, which are very intense, and that is easily the best part of the ride. This ride also features some good helixes and a few moments of ejector airtime. There's that first drop. And this ride is definitely a cool ride here at Six Flags. It's a classic, and it's holding up well for its age. This is the Titan. We are now down here by Texas. This is the longest, the tallest, and the fastest roller coaster in the park. But today, on a 105-degree day, probably not a great idea to ride this unless you've been drinking a bunch of water, or else you may black out. But this is a great ride. It's very intense. That drop is awesome. Really cool ride. The only bad part is it is a little hard to find, and this entrance sign, once you've found it, is not very clear. Alright, we are now down here by the best roller coaster in the park, no competition, the new Texas Giant. Formerly the original Texas Giant, which was not a great ride at all. That was the wooden roller coaster that was here, huge wooden roller coaster. But then in 2011, RMC came in and reworked this whole ride. It's just an awesome ride now. It's really tall, really fast, it's incredibly smooth, and the airtime on this is just great. This is no competition, the best ride in the park. That wraps up the tour of all the roller coasters at Six Flags Over Texas. Thanks for watching, and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Thanks.